Hello and welcome to the Africa Smart Home and Building Show. This channel's mission is to bring you the latest trends in smart homes and building automation. Weekly interviews with industry leaders. We discuss misconceptions, product reviews, tips, tricks, and a whole lot more. If something like this may be of interest to you, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and bell so you're notified of our latest uploads. On this episode, I interview Ian from Elan Systems SA, one of the market leaders in home automation. Give us some sunshine if you like it. But before we do, just a quick shout out to our sponsor, Integrated Homes, for making this all possible. These guys have been in the game for a decade. So if you're wanting your home or building converted into a smart home or building, it may be a good idea to give these guys a call as they know what they're doing. Okay, it's time now for the show. Let's get into it. And today we have the opportunity of chatting to an industry specialist when it comes to smart homes. Welcome to the show, Ian.
Thank you very much. Hello.
Ian is going to share with us the latest trends, industry trends, with regards to what's happening in smart homes in the year 2021. Tell me, how long have you been in the game?
20 plus years, to be honest. I've been in this industry, in the AV industry, about 30 years. And in the smart home industry, just over 10 years.
I think one of the challenges that we face nowadays with, 10-year-olds running around can order off Amazon and they think that they're industry specialists, which respect to some degree they probably are. This little video specifically, I'm putting together for our viewers and subscribers who have absolutely no idea what a smart home is. And I'm hopeful that from a very macro level, that you can help our viewers understand what is a smart home.
Thanks, Warren. Well, it's pretty simple and easy. If you think about a traditional home and you walk into your home, all of your devices, all the features you have in your home are separate entities. I'll give you an example. Your lights is a completely separate entity to your security, to all that. A smart home takes your lights, your security, your streaming services and all that, and puts it into one space. So that becomes one organism. And that organism then operates as a smart home.
Smart homes in the year 2021. Walk us through from the top. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe for good vibes. With that little introduction, please show us what a smart home is all about.
Sure, let's go have a look.
This looks very interesting.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, so when we talk about smart homes, I'm going to mention this word Lego quite a lot because it's essentially like building a little Lego home. We're going to use these little components and they all will build a smart home, as I explained previously.
So when you talk about Lego, all the moms out there are busy thinking, you're talking about each like audio, we're going to go lighting, so each one you turn a Lego block. I like that.
It's the easiest way to make it understand.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I'm a blonde guy, so I think Lego. So this is the first Lego block in our little smart home that we have, and this is the most often asked for part. And this is what they call distributed audio.
Distributed audio. Now, what is that all about?
This is all about having a centralized hub where you then have various connected sources. You could have your favorite radio, which is now a digital tuning radio, your CDs, other devices that maybe you maybe want to use. And you have the ability to then sit on your patio on a Sunday afternoon reading a book, listening to your favorite CD. Or someone is standing in the kitchen and making some dinner and they want to listen to their favorite radio station. This is that little Lego block that gives us the ability to listen to music in various rooms, individually, your own volume, your own source.
So Ian, what you just explained to me, mom listens to her favorite tune in the kitchen, dad's up or girlfriend's in the shower. Maybe that's not a good idea, but
Okay, we'll have to start.
Wait, okay, action.
So Ian, what you just explained to me is, I wouldn't call that a smart home. It's for the last 10 years, people listen to in the patio, in the lounge, different volumes and what have you. What makes this smart?
Smart home is your various components that sit in one space. So this is your first little component. Now, firstly, what happens with distributed audio is it declutters your home. You're not having a radio in every room. It means you've got centralized control. It also means that if you pick up your phone, all is available in one spot. And that makes it a smart home.
I'm with you. So just to recap, you can have this device for argument's sake, where would you put it? In the lounge, or where would you put it?
This will be hidden away. This sits
equipment rack. Covered, okay.
Out of sight. So mom doesn't have to worry about clutter. There's in-ceiling speakers out the way.
Okay. So on my phone, I can play something in the garden, play something that the wife or girlfriend might enjoy, play something different in the kitchen, all from one button, one app,
one space,
phone.
one app, no clutter,
all
clean. Yes.
And it's all controlled from this little interesting little Lego block, as you call it.
Lego block, yes.
Okay, Ian, that was about distributed audio. So for the folks out there, thank you. And tell us now about, we're talking smart homes, right? So what if lightning strikes? What can a smart home do?
That's a good question. So it's not about what the smart home can do, it is what you need to protect the equipment in your smart home. So for that we use Firmin. Firmin is a 40-year-old company. Typically what these guys do is they sit in line between your equipment and you plug all your devices in here. And this will give you some of the best surge and lightning protection available today. It's an essential part of a smart home.
What do you mean surge?
There's a couple of components to lightning. If that lightning strike hits nearby, then the electrical surge that comes out your plug, this will basically protect against that up to a certain level. You also have surges that come from power failures. After the power failure is back online, that doesn't come straight back to 220, you've got a power surge that comes in. And if you're using cheaper generators type devices, those also at startup will have a surge coming in. This is the kit you want to have between your equipment and that event.
Anything else it can do that's fancy?
Well, the one thing that I want to add onto this is that Firmin has a UPS system as well. So this is a system that allows you some backup time. So if the power fails, you're able to then switch off devices safely. But what this also does is it can be monitored in the cloud. Firmin has a division called Bluebolt. Bluebolt themselves is an additional card that you add into the back of this. And that means that this device will sit in the cloud and monitor your equipment so that your home automation equipment can look at the battery levels, can look at when there's power failures, when the power's back on again, and even give you a 30-day history of what the power was like in terms of the voltage.
And now, how would that help a homeowner?
Well, there's two things. Being that it sits in the cloud, your installer can log in and have a look at the system's health. You can look at if there was issues, maybe you blowing minor light bulbs all the time.
So if a light bulb blows, do you get a notification on your phone?
Not on a notification on the phone, but if you're continuously having small events like that, you can log into this and you can draw a history, and the dealer doesn't have to come to your site. The dealer physically can do it.
When you talk dealer, is it a system integration specialist?
System integration specialist.
So somebody who knows what they're doing to come and install it, and do they give you reports monthly, or
if that's what you want, you can do service
so it can be done.
Yes, it can be done.
Very cool.
That's what you want, but it's something you'd have to specify in addition to the normal stuff.
Cool. Okay, Ian, anything else that this fancy little machine can do, or
it's about a lightning protection is pretty straightforward, but it's absolutely essential. Please, it's a big investment. Put this type of stuff in. It's an absolute layer of protection that you need.
Awesome. Now, what is this little fancy little thing here?
This is our next Lego block.
Lego block. Okay. Tell us about the Lego block.
So our first Lego block was that distributed audio that we spoke about.
Yeah.
Now once you've had your first distributed audio, maybe now you're starting to ask questions. You say, but if I can sit on the patio and listen to my favorite music, can I watch sport on the patio while the kids are watching a movie in the lounge? Absolutely. This is where you go. So the PhD brand is a brand that we developed, and this is a little box that gives you the ability to plug various video devices into this, and then we distribute these throughout the house. But this thing becomes your video distribution Lego block.
Tell us more about the video distribution Lego block.
And a video matrix is simply a box that switches video signals.
Can you see? Yeah. What do you mean flip switches?
Okay. So you will have your HDMI devices that will be plugged into this side here, your PlayStation, your Blu-ray player, even your network camera.
We love PlayStation. Yeah.
And this is then connected to various runs, cat runs to your rooms, so that you can be able to switch in your room to a source in the rack. So Dad is sitting in the bedroom and he wants to watch his favorite Blu-ray from the PlayStation. He can flick on that one app we've explained, and this device is the switcher that does that for you. So all the video routing is done inside this little box, and this is called a video matrix. It's quite essential if you're doing audio video distribution. These two blocks are the first two blocks that you need in your system.
And this little gadget looks exactly the same as this gadget. What does this do?
This is possibly the most important gadget in your system outside of the control product and control system.
Oh yeah.
This is your network devices. So Luxel is a network product that, and this is typically where customers are going to ask you network, we're referring to Wi-Fi, and we're referring to you being able to connect to the outside world as well as your devices inside your house. So there's two ways of running this. A connected home means that your home is accessible outside the house. You need a proper network system installed to be able to use your wireless devices, your phones, your tablets, but also for the system itself to communicate with each other inside the house and to access it remotely. This is the key component. It's the nerve center. This is where everything happens in terms of the network. And remember, all of these smart devices are, in today's terms, what we call IoTs, or Internet of Things. They all want to connect to each other and talk.
IoT, Internet of Things.
Internet of Things.
Okay.
The network product that you use is absolutely essential.
Okay, but tell us what it can do. Tell us what it can do, Ian.
Okay, so typically if you're looking at networks, one of the key components, the first thing is a network router.
Okay.
Okay, this little guy's got antennas because it's also a Wi-Fi router. And this is when you pick up your telephone or you pick up your tablet and you want to be able to surf the net or access your remote.
Yeah, we know that.
This is that little device that you're going to use. Then you're going to
Is it fiber or
well, the fiber box that comes into your home
goes in there?
plugs into this.
Okay.
So this is internal. The fiber box does not form part of this, but the fiber box feeds into this.
Okay.
Right. Then you've got various switches. Depending obviously if you've got wireless access points, if you point that slightly above you to the ceiling, that is one of
that
white little box is a wireless access point or a WAC, which is referred to in our industry. And these we power from a switch, so you don't need a power supply all the way there. And these switches are called PoE switches, power over Ethernet switches. And this is what these guys are here.
Yeah, and show us what this little monster can do.
It is a monster, it's not so little. So this is audio control, this is your home theater box, this is an AV receiver.
Home theater box.
Okay, so an AV receiver. So this is the device that you're going to now use for home theater.
Okay.
And this could be in many forms. Some people will have a home theater in the lounge, some people will build a dedicated theater, but the processor and the little device that drives all that is this little box here.
Cool. Okay, so this is all about smart homes. So show us more stuff that you can do with home automation.
Okay, so now we're getting to the sexy part.
Show us. This looks very interesting.
So this is where you now have your communication with your smart home. This is one of our touchscreens. This touchscreen has got a couple of features. Firstly, it's your general intuitive touchscreen access to the system. And you'll place these a couple throughout the house.
I know there may be some folks out there that are wondering, this looks like a normal iPad or touchscreen tablet. So what's different now? Obviously, all your fancy home gadgets feed into this, right?
No, it does not. This is just your interface. So this is the screen that you can walk up to control your home.
Okay, so that's called a system interface.
Okay, so this is one of the... When we refer to interfaces, I'm going to refer to this as well, because these are the things you work with to control your system, and they are interfaces. You interface with this. It's a very smart word for remote and a smart word for touch.
Okay, so this you were talking about building blocks earlier.
It's another essential building block.
So what's the difference between, you're showing us too many things here, and is this connected to that, or what goes with what?
This is a version of that you can carry with you.
Oh,
that sits on the wall.
Got that.
Okay, so this. So can I quickly explain why would we still sell remotes? If I had to walk into your home, you still use remotes?
Yeah.
Your TV?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I take an iPad and I say Warwick, and I put the iPad down, I put the remote down, I say, would you please switch your TV on? Which one of the two are you going to pick up to switch your TV on?
The remote.
Okay. So there's still space for this in the home.
Okay, we didn't see that.
There you go.
Let me show. Can you see that? It's like, so. Oh, it's a touchscreen or?
There is a touchscreen version of this, but this particular device here has buttons on the side that you navigate.
Okay.
So for that pajama lounge, your home automation system will have this included in it. If you have a theatre that you've built, you can have one of these because this is easy, one hand, nice operation.
Okay, so Ian, facial recognition. Apparently, if we registered our faces, so apparently if I
If you enroll your face in this will recognize you, so you want to give it a try. There you go.
Okay,
So
that's
now
pretty
it
cool.
knows-
So what happens now?
It knows it's you.
Okay.
So it knows you like this radio station. It knows you like this temperature in the room. You
What else can it do? What like bath water?
If you really wish it, that we don't normally do that way. But you can also unlock the screen with the face. So if there are screens that you want to only keep as use for particular members of the family, you can unlock with facial recognition.
So if there's the nanny coming in or the garden services, then by their facial recognition, it would only allow certain parts of the home to be accessed. And am I right?
Theoretically, yes, but we typically want facial recognition to be for the homeowner use. And that's so that you can set the comfort levels of the room based on who's in the room. So we say, does your control system know you? Remember, you're the user of the home. So that's what we want to do. So in this case, it's already recognized you as Warren. Then I do a side seat here now. A couple of options. And the options are, what are your favorites? What would you like to listen to in terms of music? So you may have 3 radio stations that you like to listen to. Maybe you don't like to listen to that radio station every single morning. Maybe tomorrow morning you feel slightly different. Flip your swipe out, it knows Warwick listens to X, Y, Z, and you go X. And you listen to it. And that's what facial recognition brings to the table. It's unique for our brand at this point in time, and it really does allow a personalized experience for the client. So, you want me to quickly talk you through this interface?
Yeah.
Buddy?
Yeah. Talk us through.
So this is the Elan award-winning interface. We're very proud of this. It's a very intuitive, very straightforward interface. If you have to take a look at the side little panel here, this is all the tabs that are standard with the interface. Now, those are your Lego blocks.
So, sorry, pardon the interruption. Would this be, I assume, in your garage, kitchen, front door? Would you have 1 or 2 in the house? Where would it be?
At minimum, I wouldn't put one of these in the garage because the garage is an in and out scenario. This I would typically put in a entertainment area, centralized entertainment area. So there's a kitchen, that flows into a lounge, it flows into a patio, a nice centralized position where all 3 areas can access the office. I'll definitely put one in the main bedroom because this will also be able to give you your camera feed at night if you want to see if someone's trying to camera. And if you want to stick them throughout the house, you can. But there are at least 1 per floor and 1 in the bedroom and 1 downstairs. So there's 2 sides.
So it can be in your bathroom, or you can obviously put it wherever you want. But I mean, ideally,
I wouldn't necessarily put these in the bathroom. There's a lot of moisture in the bathroom.
Oh, right.
And this type of thing is not so a lot of moisture. Two sizes available, 12-inch and there's an 8-inch available.
Oh, okay. There's a little one and then a bigger one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just quickly want to give you just some idea of what this is. So all these little tabs on the side are our Lego blocks that we spoke about. The distributed video, distributed audio, and so forth. So I'm just going to quickly show you what these all mean. The first one, home, is exactly what it says it is. It's that button that wants to take you to a space you want to see now. And that is maybe the camera at the back, the camera at the front. You may be able to open or close a gate. You know, that's my go-to screen where I don't need to go to gates and then open the gate and then go select camera.
okay. So that
My info page.
and this obviously is on your smartphone.
On
as
your
well.
smartphone as well, and it's fully customizable to what you would like.
Okay.
Our next interface is something that's very dear to everyone's heart. It's a bit of a grudge payment. Security. So your security symbol also appear here. Now what's really, really nice about this is if your home is a connected home, meaning that you have a connection to the outside internet, whatever I'm showing you here is kind of possible on your phone or your tablet when you're at the shop, when you're at the office. It's all connected. Remote access is a key component for what we do. The nice thing about this is that if you have maybe driven off and you forgot to arm the alarm, you can arm the alarm without the alarm. You'll see if the alarm is armed and just arm the alarm. So this is the page we have. The next page also ties in with security, and that's all your cameras.
How many cameras can you have?
Up to 16.
Okay.
Alright. And the nice thing about the cameras that Elan do is Elan's cameras also have the ability to recognize a person or a vehicle. Okay, so that tree that's swaying in the wind in the middle of the storm, it's going to ignore, which means that false alarms are going to be eliminated. It also means that you can specify when the lights go on outside. So for instance, if a vehicle drives in and it's after 8 at night, the lights don't go on. If a person walks in and it's after 8 at night, the lights go on. So we can say the event is based on a vehicle or a person, which is very, very important. Our next little tab are for the gates, front gates, garage doors and so forth. It's pretty straightforward. These are designed in such a way that you can't accidentally open and close these. It is a deliberate action, which is a safety mechanism looking for this. But this is where your doors, garage doors, front gate doors are. Then we have a really, really cool feature. So we have a built-in intercom into the system. If you want to pan just slightly to the right, this is what our door station looks like, and there are 3 colors available. There's a bronze, a black, and a silver. This is your traditional type intercom action, where you walk up to the front gate, you're going to push the button, there's a video screen on here, a little screen that your camera. The camera you can then pick up inside the house. But the nice thing about this is our intercom allows you to answer the intercom with your phone or your tablet or your PC as well. And that means, again, if you're a connected home, you can answer your door if you're not home. That's very, very cool. You can take your iPad and you can make a call to someone else in the house. So if mom is downstairs in the kitchen and she wants, well, she doesn't want to belong in the kitchen, but if mom's downstairs in the kitchen and she wants the kids to come down, it's dinner time, she can pick up her iPad and call the kids and say, kids, come down, it's dinner time. And the kids can come down. Which means that you're not only bound by the old-fashioned intercom, this has a whole new doors available.
Okay, so, excuse me, but what you just said now, that's lovely, but anyone can, on a WhatsApp message, they can send come for dinner. What's the difference between this? That you mean it verbally says come for dinner, or?
Well, you're going to speak through it. You want me to just quickly show you what you can do. So this is an iPad. If I go to my intercom functionality here, I'm going to walk away and I want you to actually keep your camera on one of these. One of them is going to answer. It's going to call you and I want you to answer. If I go...
Answer. Start. Okay, but you're horizontal. Okay, but I get the point. Okay.
Horizontal or vertical, just depending on the selection. Now, you may ask, but I can still do that with WhatsApp. Okay?
Yeah.
I can do it with WhatsApp video call now. However, with this, you can open and close your gates. You have the ability to call groups of people as well.
So if you chilling in the bath and you have a visitor, then this can be at your front gate, basically.
That is at your front gate.
Oh, so there's the okay, that's
at your front gate with the camera.
And then this, what you're having
This is inside the house. Now, very, very important, the small little things, the things that are great. This little light on our intercom, you can choose to change the color. Alright, so what would that mean? So you've on the alarm, you've driven off, you've gone to the shop, so you're coming back home with the kids on the back seat and all that, and something has happened that triggered your alarm. How would you know? The phone is on silent, it's in your pocket, so you can make this light glow whatever color you want based on the event. So you would say red means danger. So red means so the alarm has been triggered while I wasn't here. I need to basically hold back, get the security company to go check it out. Or as you arm the alarm and the alarm is successfully armed, you can make that go green. Yeah. So media would be those areas where you've decided you're going to have music or you're going to have distributed video and audio, and we're going to then bring these Lego blocks in. So in the background...
Okay, slowly for the folks at home, remember it's newbies. Video, distributed audio. So video as in TV. Okay.
Watching your favorite movies, watching your favorite TV show, streaming series.
Okay, so you can have a TV in the kitchen and one in the lounge, and or how many of the TVs that the folks out there have. Okay, so take it from there. Yeah?
This is the page you're going to go to. Now, this allows you to now specify rooms, or as we call zones.
Yeah.
So in the media zones here, we've got 4 zones in this particular segment. So we've broken this down into cinema, boardroom, and showroom. So we're in the showroom now, and the showroom has 4 partitions. So I'm going to go to bedroom. In the bedroom, I'm going to say, right, fine, what music do I want to listen to? I'm going to drop down, and there's what I have available to me. So if I want to listen to anything to do with...
And you can obviously add whatever and take it, I mean...
This is customizable.
Okay.
So the person who's designed your system, you're going to sit down with them.
Yeah.
You're going to say to them, I like to listen to this, I like to watch that. And they will bring these boxes in that will then give you that feature. So these are your sources. So the sources are the boxes we spoke about earlier on that connects to your distributed audio and video system. So in this case, we've got an FM tuner. We have DSTV. Now DSTV will be onto the video matrix of DSTV, the video distributor. Apple TV, which we'll have on the screen here. So let's put this now to Apple TV.
Okay, so yeah, I have a couple of questions that I'd like to ask you. Is there anything else you want to show me here?
Quickly, I want to show you something really important. something that many people ask about is lighting control.
Yeah.
And lighting control is a key component of home automation. When we say lighting control, it's the ability to be able to control your lights from not only your touchscreens and all that, but also to set scenes. Also because lighting control allows you to switch lights off that are not in use depending on where in the home you are. So lighting control breaks it down into zones again. Again, we're in the showroom now. In the showroom I can say that I want to switch all the lights off, I can switch all the lights on, or I can create a scene as I wish. That's all. The nice thing about lighting control is now you're arming the alarm. You close the security gate, you're about to arm the alarm in your bedroom, and you think, but downstairs did I leave the kitchen light on, did I leave the study light on, all that. An automation system can be programmed so that if you are arming the alarm, it assumes you are now upstairs, and no one's going to be downstairs, and all the lights now get switched off. And that's all done using a programming software. Next little thing.
That was lighting control.
That's lighting
thing.
control.
Yeah.
The next little thing is obviously shade control, and these are
Shade control.
so your blind and curtain control, as we used to call it. So we can open and close your curtains automatically based on the time of the day.
Ian's using way too technical terms here, but carry on, yeah.
So you can have the ability to say if it's morning and it's sunrise plus 20 minutes, your curtains start opening automatically.
That's very cool.
You can also
Yeah.
have, if I press watch movie on my remote, that the curtains close automatically and all that. So we can program the curtains to operate based on the requirements for that time.
At different times.
The nice thing about it is that it's still just an overridable curtain, so I can walk up to that particular area, press curtain open, curtain close,
Oh,
curtain
cool.
stop. So it's entirely overridable.
So, just to recap, you can set, say for instance, your bedroom, that if you wake up at 6 o'clock, that 6 o'clock your blinds automatically open. And obviously close later in the evening or later afternoon at a certain time. That is very cool. I love that. Yeah.
Climate for hot city, Joburg, South Africa is a hot country, so many people use climate control.
Africa is a very hot place
It's a hot
sometimes,
place.
so
Sometimes the
yeah.
weather's not pretty chilly too. So we have the ability to look at controlling our economy in South Africa. And this is the page where you'll activate it. So if I want to go into the lounge at the moment, it tells me the room temperature is that. It tells me if I want to cool it down, I can set the temperature and then select the mode for that particular area. So that gives you full control of your ecosystem as well. Then, for those people out there with green fingers, if you like to use a water irrigation system, you can also incorporate that into your automation product.
Ian, tell us what a water irrigation system is all about.
Okay, so that's those automatic sprinklers in your garden. So the sprinklers that are placed on your flower beds, the outside pop-up
Okay,
sprinklers
with
on
you.
on your lawn.
So-
those can be connected to a water irrigation module.
With you.
A whole host of them available.
Yeah.
Our automation system connects to that, which means that from your phone, from your tablet, you now have the ability to decide.
Okay, that's cool.
Switch sprinklers on.
Very cool.
Very, very cool. And then lastly, for those guys who love swimming, you also have the ability to add swimming pool control into this.
Oh, that's very
So this is from a company called Plenty. It's a salt chlorinated system. It's lovely. It really is. If you're into entertaining, you love to have a beautiful pool, and it's the showpiece of your house. This is certainly something I would show people. The nice thing about it is that you have.
So just to recap, from your phone you can adjust your pool temperature. That's a new one for me. Carry on, yeah.
You can, the pool temperature is not that quick to adjust, but you can
Fair
set,
enough,
you can
yeah.
set the pool temperature. You can set all of your lights. You can have your color swim. Color swim is basically a color changing light that changes from yellow to brown to green.
Cool.
All that. So it really gives you a really nice set of features that you can run through. It will tell you how much power your pump is using. It will tell you if the pump is on and off. You can switch your fountains on and off. You can switch your spouts. It's a very, very cool system.